Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends. This video is for people who are on the way to be profitable consistently trader. If you're already making $100,000 per trade or per month from trading, this video you might want to skip because it's not for you. Just be straight honest. But if you're a beginner, or if you want to learn, if you desire to be successful in trading, like me, then you want to stick to the end of this video. If you cannot stick till the end of the video and actually have a thought behind my analysis and why I lost and why I win, then you just may turn off this video because you won't be successful. You will only be successful if you really want this. Trading is hard. It's very different compared to traditional businesses. So you need to put more effort into than into traditional businesses. If you have a traditional business, all you have to do is just work hard. In trading, the less you work, the better, but you have to work smart. If you ask me, which is not so smart, which is pretty dumb, pretty average thinking, pretty average IQ, but somewhat successful, then watch till the end. First of all, let's have a look on my last week. This is my Alpha Capital account. You can see currently I am back down to 93, actually 94 now because I'm in the trade right now, but balance is 93.5. And this was the last week and the week before trades. You can see the week before, the Monday was actually minus 3k, so minus 3%, another 1%, another 1%, another probably like 0.5%. Then I entered trade CAT JPY. If you watch my previous video, you can see that I entered the trade on Friday, and I hold it until the Monday, and I closed it here for 123.3, I believe. Yes. So CAT JPY, you can see this was the trade, 3.3 thousand, which is not bad at all. And the next day, guess what happened? I lost it. I lost it on a few trades, not all of it. And then the next day, I made some profit, and then Thursday I lost again. So basically whatever I made, the 3.3%, I give it all back like last week. That's perks of trading, and I get it, I accept it. And the more I'm staying in trading, I realize this is completely normal and everyone has to go through this, and it never gonna stop. So why would feel for myself down? Why would let my self-talk, inner self-talk, talk me out of trading when this is normal? The only difference between successful trader and an unsuccessful trader is that the successful could take much more beating than the unsuccessful. That's pretty much what it is. Anyway, back to the trading. So this was my last week. You can see win, loss. I'm not gonna go into every trade exactly what happened because that's just boring things. So I'm gonna give you my trades for the next week, what I'm planning to potentially enter, what I'm currently in, and why I'm entering the trades, or why I want to trade these trades. So pay attention to that, please. First one is Euro USD, and I entered this trade on Friday. I'll show you the reason why exactly. Number one, weekly is currently bullish. You can see we have this was a higher high, and then we had a lower high, and I'm gonna skip all of this, but basically we had a high, which meaning we broke above these highs, making this trade now on weekly. This is a weekly time frame, bullish. Also, if you look at the weekly, there's only 1, 2, 3, and it's kind of, to me, it looks to me very weak support zone on the weekly. I want something to go all the way down here, potentially even to go down here, to be somewhat stronger support. If I look at a daily, you can see we broke basically the support, right? We had a resistance here, we broke the resistance. Now supposed to become as a support, so we basically supposed to bounce from this support and continue up, but we did it instead. We just basically broke to the support, came back, and then had a rejection candlestick on a daily. Actually, let me put this back on this arrow. On the daily, you can see this is a nice rejection candlestick. Second one, and now it looks like the third one is kind of undecisive candle. But if you look at the 4 hour, you can see This is like textbook trade. You can see head and shoulders, another head and shoulders, and now it looks like another almost kind of head and shoulders, and now we had a strong engulfing 4-hour candlestick on this one. And I entered this trade. Let me go on 30 minutes, I believe. Yes, I entered this trade because of this candlestick on the 30 minutes. You can see it was a nice left head, right shoulder, and I was waiting for the break. And when I saw this is breaking, I'm waiting for the retest a little bit, and I entered the trade. What I'm waiting for now is for this basically to come back to this area and bounce from here. You can see it will also align with this 50-day moving averages. You can see this line, 50-day, and I believe we're gonna come all the way to here. We're gonna do something like this, blah blah blah, and we're gonna bounce and continue down. If not, then I was completely wrong, and that's okay, and that's part of trading. And I will potentially also add another position. Now, where I think this trade can go all the way, I think it can go all the way down here. So that'll be 125.36. Or I can also close up here, because this is the ending of the candlestick on daily. There'll be 122. But I will see when I get to the 122 if I will close or just continue holding. But for now, I'm in this trade. I strongly believe we're gonna keep ripping down, and that's pretty much it. Next one is EuroCAD, and it's very, very similar to Euro USD, and I like this trade a lot. You can see this was on a daily. This was a beautiful left shoulder, head, right shoulder, boom, boom. We continue down. You can see it even created here mini left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we broke. And this is basically also right shoulder of this left shoulder. This is the head. The head and shoulder pattern repeats itself so much. This was the support. We broke the support. We're coming back, retesting. And if I look at the 4-hour, we had a strong engulfing 4-hour candlestick. Exactly the same what's happening on the Euro USD. You can see strong engulfing 4-hour candlestick. EuroCAD, strong engulfing 4-hour candlestick. So what I'm waiting for to this area, and I'm gonna sell. That's pretty much it. Next one is NZDJPY, and NZDJPY, let's go on a daily so we can see better what's happening here. I like to be entering this for a buy, because on a weekly you can see this was basically keep going down, up, down, and we broke above these last highs, making this weekly chart now bullish, and looks like we're retesting it. Is this gonna be the retest, or we just gonna continue down? I don't know, but I believe this is a strong or quite strong support on a weekly chart. If I extend this, potentially will I get anything here? Kind of anything else? Yeah, there will be like support here. So yeah, it's quite strong support, I would say. Something like that if you can draw the line. If you go on daily, you can see we are on that support. Even I don't like this strong engulfing. We nearly broke below this high low. So if we broke below this high low, making this chart bearish again. So that will be a bit sketchy. But for now, I still like this trade. You can see we had a strong, beautiful, let me get this. We had a strong engulfing on the 4-hour. Looks like we're just coming back now to this area and then to continue up then. So what I'm waiting for is for on 1 hour to break above these previous highs. Once it breaks above and makes a nice engulfing on a 1 hour or 2 hour, I will enter the trade and buy. But if it doesn't, then I will just not trade it. That's pretty much it. AUD JPY, pretty much basically the same as NZD JPY. Actually exactly the same. These two pairs going almost identical. You can see engulfing on 4 hour, same thing on waiting here on 1 hour to break above. CAD JPY, again very, very similar. The CAD JPY, NZ JPY, AUD JPY, GBP JPY, Swiss franc JPY, they're all going in a similar way. So basically waiting for the same thing, if it's gonna happen. If not, I will not trade. Gold. Now, I don't really trade gold because it's super volatile, but I like this because if you look at the daily, this is a nice resistance, and we broke below. Let me go on this one. We broke below this one, these lows, making this now a bearish chart on the daily, and we are also due to some pullback on the weekly. You can see the 50-day moving averages. I think gold can potentially go all the way down here, or down here, or in a worst case scenario, it can go all the way down here. That's what I would prefer the most, and I will just buy heavily here on this weekly support. I would definitely buy. But for now, short-term price action, if I go on a 4 hour, you can see this was a support. We bounced from here multiple times. We bounced from here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. You know, you can count this as a 5th time. So then we broke below. Now it looks like we're gonna be retesting on a 4 hour somewhere around here. Once it's gonna get here, I'm gonna wait for my entry signal and I'm gonna sell. If I go on a 1 hour, I'm gonna wait for something like this here, and I'm just gonna wait for shift of structure on the 30 minutes, meaning when this is gonna properly turn. Now it's still bearish, but this is gonna properly turn bullish, meaning it's gonna break above of these highs, come back, make it high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Once it breaks below the lows, imagine this like this chart, like this, retest, and I'm gonna sell. US 100, a very, very clean chart. Is it gonna get there next week? Maybe. I think this is gonna be ready in 2 weeks, so the following week, just basically for the price to come to the support, and I'm gonna buy. Next one is GBP CHF. I still like this trade for sell because this is a quite strong weekly resistance. You can see we used to have this as a support. We had support, 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 very, very strong support. Then we broke heavily the support. Now we're coming back, making this as a resistance. So if I go on a daily, you can see the resistance much more cleaner. You can see there was a support, 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 support. Now should be acting as a resistance, but is it gonna happen? I don't really know. I mean, we had a strong engulfing on the daily, engulfed this candle, that's mean making this engulfing candlestick. On the 4 hour, we are still bearish. So what I'm waiting for is basically just for the shift of structure. What I mean by that, I'm waiting for this candle break below these lows, retest, and I'm gonna sell. I already like this on a 1 hour, this beautiful engulfing. We have, you can see we engulf this candlestick, this one, this one, this one, this one, and part of this one. So what I want to engulf or change the shift of structure, break below these lows, so I can sell. If you look at the 30 minutes, you can see we are already bearish. So I will see how that goes. And that's pretty much it. I also have other trades here ready, but you can see I already so because I'm not really sure about this one, so I'm not going to even show you this one. By the way, if you like to know what trades I'm trading in real time, live, without any latency, because I can do these videos once a week only, you can join my free, absolutely free Telegram channel. The link is down below. I'm not charging anyone for anything, and you can use this as learn education. It's not really copying my trades, because you can see I'm not consistently yet profitable, so that's why I'm just offering this for free. But once I'm gonna be profitable and I'm gonna be making 10-20k trades, you bet I will charge people to join my Telegram channel. So those people who's gonna be in Telegram channel now for free, they're gonna have it free forever. So I know these trades gonna come. So it's up to you if you want to join or not.